Good evening, everybody, and welcome back to another weekly episode of Everything Vaguely Paranormal. As always, I am Blake Smith, and with me is my partners. I almost said are my partners tonight in the paranormal, Miss Shelley Pruitt, and our guest fill-in host, Mr. Chad Wandell. How are y'all doing?
Hey, doing great. You wanted more Chad Wandell? You got more Chad Wandell right there.
Did somebody actually ask for more?
Yes, they did. We have a lot of requests for you to come back on. You know, especially your girl Rave. Your girl Rave likes you.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, and and I will say that considering you were there at this investigation, we felt it pretty imperative to have you on tonight. So thank you for jumping on with us. I can't either. I don't. Go ahead.
It was a wild investigation. So I'm stoked about this.
That is probably, you know, in the moment, you never know in the moment what you've captured, because I know how deaf I am and that I miss a lot of things in the moment. Thank God Chad has bat-like hearing and he hears a lot of things, and he actually marked a lot of things on the camera that when I went back and I turned my earphones up as loud as I could get them in my headphone, that I actually heard what he heard. Some of them I heard in the moment, most I did not. You'll hear me go, no, I didn't hear that. But it was actually there and it was caught on camera. And in reviewing, I know personally that I found so many things that we missed in the moment. This place, I'm going to tell you right now, I think 100% legitimate, 100% haunted, and I cannot wait for you to see what we caught.
Well, and that's the fun part of it, because we're kind of talking about it in the pre-broadcast that's going on Patreon, is that this is the first one in a while that we've done that's brand new and also offers 14 clips tonight of video evidence, not pictures, not audio. Yes, most of the captures are audio, but we like video because we did a live investigation almost the entire time. Yeah. And when we went back to review, the amount, y'all, we could have pulled like 20 something more clips for tonight, but we would have like a 3-hour show, you know, at that point. So we may do a part 2. We don't know.
I think there's a sleeper mortuary part 2 in our future, because I know that the one that Blake pulled, I was messaging this afternoon going, did you pull this one? Did you pull this one? He's like, no, but I can pull that. No, but I can pull that. Yeah. And I'm going, we legitimately could have done. I think we're going to have to do a part 2 on this because of the amount of things that we captured that we missed in the moment. Yeah. That is just crazy. And we'll show you some of the things we missed after we show you some of the clips of what we're going to show you.
Oh, absolutely. Well, let's just get into it because we have quite a bit to cover tonight. We want to start by, for those who don't know, let's talk about Sleeper Mortuary themselves. Now, we had Tori on. Tori's the owner. We had her on not too long ago, and she gave the more in-depth conversation about Sleeper Mortuary and its history. So if you want to do a deep dive into Sleeper Mortuary, I implore you to go back and listen to that episode with Tori Westhoff, because that was a really good episode to learn all about the history. But give you a quick rundown of this. So it's in Iola, Kansas, is where it is located, and it was a mortuary funeral home. The sleepers were the individuals who owned the building. I know it had 2 fires at one point. One, I believe, and yes, I'm going to be reading off of their website because I don't want to tell y'all wrong. Tori would kill me. One of them was in 1902 and the other was in 1915. And so the one in 1915 is the one that kind of devastated the business. But it sold furniture at one point too. So there's a really cool picture of that we show in the Sleeper Mortuary episode. But Tori has just recently opened this to public investigations. I guess in the grand scheme of things, when we think of haunted locations,
in the last year,
investigate. Yeah, I was going to say, when we think of haunted locations we can investigate, some of them have been decades that you can go in and investigate. This has been very recent.
Mm-hmm. And she was gracious enough to invite us up to come and investigate her building. Thank you for the trust, Tori. We appreciate you. We hope that you're going to enjoy the information and evidence that we show tonight.
Yeah. So first off, when we got there, we had to drive through blizzard conditions to get there.
Oh my God, Chad.
What the hell happened?
Chad was driving my car because I got tired and we switched places just at the right time because I am not good driving in weather. Chad, what happened?
Well, the thing is we left Stillwater. We went and visited my nephew, Brylan, because he lives on campus up there at Oklahoma State. So we stayed in Stillwater with them overnight. And we left, and it was like 85 degrees in Stillwater. And we crossed into Kansas, and I'm just like, and all of a sudden it's like, what the hell was that? And I was like, shit. wake up. Is it snowing? I'm like, that's not snow, is it? She's like, I don't see. Oh shit, it's snowing. And it went from like snow to you can't see anything. It was literally blizzard conditions within 20 minutes. It's wild.
Yeah.
And I was really glad Chad was driving because I don't drive in that stuff. I'd have been like, nope, we ain't going. Time to pull over and get a hotel.
Yeah.
No, I'd make it through.
Yeah.
Yeah, but of course, so according to the website for Sleeper Mortuary, the owners previous to Tori owning it bought it in like 2016. Prior to that, there were several hands being changed with this building. And I can't remember exactly off the top of my head when Tori purchased it. I apologize, Tori. But when we first got there, I pull up, I park outside, and I was there maybe about 15, 20 minutes before y'all were. And I was like, you know what? I should go do a solo walkthrough while nobody else is here. And then I opened the door and I'm standing there and I was like, no, I can't, because I want us to all be together when we experience this for the first time.
Let's be real. You got scared.
No, I really didn't. I would literally,
I wouldn't have blamed you.
Tori can show the camera. I walk into like the chapel and all this kind of stuff. And then you see me, she's probably gonna see me stop. And I go, I should probably wait. And I turn around and I just walk out. And I was going to bring my stuff and everything. I was like, no, I was like, I want to experience this together. And so we did. And that's the moment that we went completely live. Sorry. Rave is in our comments chat all about you right now, shaking her booty for you and all that stuff. So yes, we have requests for you back. So I get there, we get there, we walk in, we immediately go live. We tell y'all we're going to give you the live walkthrough. So if you were watching, you remember we took you kind of through the first room where the casket was and all that. And then around the back hallway, come back down the other hallway towards the front of the building. And we
couldn't figure out all the doors.
Yeah, we kind of like snaked our way through this building, but we ended up downstairs at the back of the building, which we later figured out was like the flower room area, where they would store flowers upstairs and then put the presentation of the memorial flowers downstairs. And Shelly, you walked in there and you heard something. Do you remember what you heard whenever? Because me and Chad were still across the room.
I don't remember. I heard something that drew my attention to the back of the room. Mm-hmm. And I do. And actually I jumped and I was like, oh my God, I just heard something. So and again, I'm deaf, so I don't know what I heard, but I knew that it was enough to make me jump. And to make me jump, that's a trick to do, because normally I don't jump, I don't run. This place made me jump, seriously jump at least twice. So yeah.
Well, I walked in there and I don't believe anybody noted it on the live. Went back to look at the comments and all that kind of stuff. But Shelly, in this first clip that I want to show, because this is going to kind of show you how we compare, like with the evidence review and stuff. You had asked again, can you make that noise for me again? Now, I will say, full disclosure, I enhance the audio so that you can hear exactly what we're listening for. And what you're going to listen for is you're going to hear 3 kind of knocking type sounds. But right after we left that room, we went upstairs. And so this clip is kind of extended. It transitions, fades to black, comes back up when we're upstairs so that you can hear the comparison of the noise of us walking upstairs. And I believe what we captured were footsteps above us.
Ooh, okay.
So I'm gonna play that right now. This is the first clip of just the initial walkthrough.
Can you make that noise again, please? It initially came from in here. That's why I backed up.
We just came because we want to talk to you tonight, okay?
Sounds the same.
Sounds very similar, does it not?
Yeah.
I'll play it one more time because just in case everybody's hard. So put your headphones on if you need to or something like that and turn them up. I'll play it one more time because you're going to hear the 3 kind of steps and then you'll hear the example of us walking upstairs.
Can you make that noise again, please? It initially came from in here. That's why I backed up.
We just came because we want to talk to you tonight, okay?
I think it's that floor, man.
I think it is too.
The the timbre of it, like the sound, the sound quality and the pitch is even the same. So,
And it's good to note that we are all in the same area. Chad, actually, I know exactly where everybody was standing. I was standing right in front of that little area before we went upstairs. Chad was over to my right, and Blake, you were to my left with the camera.
Yeah.
So I know that in that moment, none of us were moving because we
No.
were all standing still. Because I asked, "Can you make the noise again?" And we all stood very still and were trying to be quiet.
Well,
So
Now, and granted, think
ahead.
about these old buildings and how the staircases kind of go all the way up. There's going to be more than just, maybe 8 inches in between. There's probably going to be a couple of feet in between. And if it is a spirit that is walking above us, they're not going to be as loud as our footsteps are when we're in the room.
well,
You know.
another thing to think about is that room is carpeted. The upstairs was not.
Exactly. The upstairs is wood.
That's a good point, Chad.
So I thought that was really cool. You want me to play it one more time?
Yeah.
one more.
To show the comparison? Okay, here we go.
Can you make that noise again, please? It initially came from in here. That's why I backed up.
We just came because we want to talk to you tonight, okay?
I love it.
Yeah, I'm convinced.
Yeah, I love it. I love it when you have something to compare. And we didn't even realize we were comparing in the moment. We were just walking upstairs.
Yeah, we were trying to figure out where it came from.
But
Found
luckily, that was easy to kind of compare for that. So we continued on.
This is within the first 30 minutes of us being in the building. You
Oh
guys,
yeah,
just so you know.
this whole walkthrough live, by the way, is only like 45 minutes long.
Yeah, as I
Like,
say,
so
we're
with-
just exploring at this point.
Yeah, we're
not
just
even
exploring.
investigating.
We're trying to
Yeah,
figure
we
out the
didn't even
layout.
bring in our stuff yet. We go walking through. We immediately turn on cameras and go.
Yes. So when we play this next clip, I will warn you that there's like some fast 40 sound, because what I wanted to showcase was that we didn't break the live stream. We didn't stop anything like that. I wanted
There's
y'all
no
to kinda
editing.
Right. I wanted y'all to kind of see us in action of trying to find the explanation for this source, because at this point in the walkthrough, like, we're upstairs, and now upstairs, there, when you first walk in, there's a viewing area, but then there's a long hallway with all these rooms off of it. Now, when the college kids lived here, these were the rooms that they stayed in. And we were told by Tori on the live that the room that we were in, that we captured this in, was kind of the center for all the activity for the one girl who was in this room and lived in this room. And we do have kind of a hard time trying to find the source. And Shelly, I have a question for you after this clip, because I do believe that we have found the source, but I don't know what the hell you're doing because I'm not in the bathroom with you. Well, that sounds really dirty. But anyways, but we do capture something else in the moment of trying to find the source of this sound. So I'll play this one a couple of times. It's about a minute long, so just take a listen here.
Where we just were?
Where we just were.
Okay.
Yeah, this had to...
This would have been
Whoa.
That door just shut. I heard that.
Something just clicked on it. Yeah, bathroom fan. Yeah.
Wait, what's the sound whenever you turn it on? That's the fucking sound.
Oh,
That's
that
the fucking
is.
sound. That's the fucking sound.
Chad, that was.
What was that?
What the hell was that? That was like upstairs. Is there another floor?
I don't know.
It's still going.
I thought it was like this.
Oh, that was right behind me.
What?
To me, it sounded like a door shutting.
Okay, but
That's
So that crazy drag sound in the middle, that was loud. However, my question is, Shelly, do you remember what you touched, what you grabbed? Because you were doing something when we go back in that room and that sound was made again. And to me, it sounds exactly the same as the beginning one.
Well, actually, all I had done was I'd walked in and I just asked again, "Can you make that sound?" And I was actually standing
Oh.
there in the dark, and I was like, I probably should turn on a light." I'm talking out loud to myself, because I just start walking into the dark, and I'm like, "Oh, well, I'm not familiar with this place. I'm probably gonna, break my neck or something. So I probably should have a light." But I remember looking around, going, "Can you do it again?" That's really all I was saying was, "Can you do it again?"
Yeah.
Because we were trying to find out the source of that click, and we do. And when we walked in there into that room, that bathroom exhaust fan was on, if you guys remember
Yeah, it was
correctly.
already on. Yeah, it was
We
already on.
heard that click. We went into the next room, and that bathroom exhaust fan was on.
But my thinking is that it sounded like it to us, yes. But after hearing that second noise, when we go back into the room, that's what I think it actually is. And
The
I
drag
don't.
sound.
No, not the drag sound. So
Oh.
you have the bang at the beginning,
Mhm.
then it fast forwards, then it slows down again to normal pace. You have the dragging with the squill that's
Mhm.
completely different,
From the
random
other.
happening. Then you have fast forwarding again. We go back into that room and we hear the sound when it happens with you in the bathroom. And I think that the beginning sound and the ending sound are what is the same. And that's why I was trying to figure out like what exactly you were doing in the bathroom.
But you can see I'm not doing anything other than walking around, standing, and looking.
Yeah.
And
See, I
if
didn't know if you
recall
had like
correctly,
grabbed something
No, I don't. If I'm doing a walkthrough, I don't touch anything unless I'm saying, "Hey, I'm going to touch this, look at this," and I'll hold it
or
up.
open a door or something.
No,
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
didn't open any doors.
No. I'm just talking about it through a walkthrough. We open
Yeah.
doors, we
Well,
look at everything.
we did, but in that moment, I wasn't touching any doors, and we had left that door open. So when I walked back through, I didn't touch anything. I just walked in there asking, "Can you make that sound again?" Because I'm still trying to figure out, because I think it was that exhaust fan that was turned on. So, or actually the one that Chad was in that was turned on.
Let me play it again because the
Okay.
bang happens really close at the beginning as Shelly is pointing. It happens kind of underneath my voice, I believe. So you're going to have to listen a little closer to the initial bang before we react to it.
Okay.
And then pay attention to that and the last sound when we come back into, and you tell me the comparison. I'll play it one more time, but also listen for the dragging sound again.
Where we just were?
Where we just were.
Okay.
Yeah, this had to.
This would have been
Whoa.
That door just shut. I heard that.
Something just clicked on it. Yeah, bathroom fan. Yeah.
Wait, what's the sound whenever you turn it on? That's the fucking sound.
Oh,
That's
that
the fucking
is.
sound. That's the fucking sound.
Chad, that
Click.
was.
What was that?
What the hell was that? That was like upstairs. Is there another floor?
I don't know.
It's still going.
I thought it was like this.
Oh, that was right behind me.
What?
To me, it sounded like a door shutting.
Okay, but
See, that first and that last one is what sounds the same to me.
Mm-hmm.
Well, you can see I'm standing still whenever that noise happens.
That's the
and
weird
I
part.
actually jump and say, I thought I just saw someone standing right behind me, because when I walked in, I initially was looking in the mirror, and then I turned around. That's why I'm facing away from the mirror and away from the door, because I was like, I thought I just saw somebody standing right behind me, and then we hear the noise again.
Yeah.
So, yeah. I don't know.
I don't know.
It's haunted.
It's haunted. Well, no shit. Of course it is. So, but that wasn't the only thing that happened.
Wait, Chad, what's your take? You look like you wanted to say
Oh,
something.
yeah. Go for
Well,
it.
I mean, they sound similar, but I remember that first one very distinctly sounded like it was right on us. Like it,
Right.
And that's why, because I'm standing right there at the corner, kind of looking into the room, and I hear the ka-doom, and I'm immediately drawn to that closet door.
Yes.
And so that's why I was like, I thought it was that closet door,
But technically, you were closest to where the sound happened, because
Yeah.
I was in, Blake was in, and you were in the door.
Mhm.
So you were closest to where the noise actually happened.
Yeah, it was weird. And then whatever that sound was after we turned off that bathroom vent, it sounded like somebody was having a fight in the ceiling. Like it was weird.
Yeah, it sounded like a dragging noise and all that stuff. So this is weird, actually. Shelby, who was there 2 days prior to us, she just put in the comments and said that bathroom door that you're standing in came open on its own in the middle of the night. And one of the other investigators, Carmen, her water bottle got knocked over in that room that we were in, where that noise happened. So that's pretty interesting, kind of validating a little bit that they had that happen in that room and we had something happen in that room.
Hey, quick shout out to Doug. He's in full remission as of today.
That's
Congratulations,
amazing,
Speed Buggy Dougie.
Congratulations on that. That is awesome.
I saw that in the comments. I had to say something.
Love that. Congrats, Doug. So we continue our walkthrough. Now, mind you, they were not as active during our walkthrough as they will be in some of these later clips. Y'all want footsteps later on? We got footsteps later on. But anyways, so we wander all the way through, and we thought that we were like down to the end of it, and then Shelly finds the mysterious stairwell, as always, that leads even further down to hell, her homeland.
Yeah,
I like to go home every now and then. I gotta go see my boyfriend Satan. Hey,
yeah,
gotta make sure he don't forget me, right?
Exactly.
Santa, right?
So while we're down there, I had asked for something to be thrown. Now, I will tell you, this one is a little faint to hear, but I do mark it. I do put it underneath because we all react to it. And there were several people on the live that heard it be thrown as well. And there's only about a minute between me asking and actually something being thrown at us in the basement. So I'm going to go ahead and play that. Again, still in the walkthrough, y'all.
Can you maybe pitch something like a small piece of dirt or something, or clob of dirt or something across the ground or something? That was fully charged when we started.
Well, here, let's see if it's...
Okay.
Okay, it does not work, but I'm going to put it right back where it was.
Okay.
Okay, it's not hot in this basement, but I'm...
No.
Really
Whoa. Something just got thrown over here.
Yeah.
Something just got thrown over here.
Thank
you.
Are you getting energy? Yay. You can have all the energy you want. We have chargers.
I had no idea.
I don't know what it was. It was over this way. Something got thrown over here. That might have been heard on the live. We were talking, though.
I wonder if it was something that might have just fallen off the ceiling.
I don't know. I don't see anything that would really like... I mean, yes, this is like paint and stuff like that, but... Well, rust and everything like that's... I don't think that's going to make the sound, because this is like a cloth. Yes,
Actually,
what?
So it was interesting because we looked all in that area, up on the ceiling and everything like that. And yes, it's an old building. Yes, there's rust. Yes, there's all, but there was nothing that we could see because paint's not going to fall. I mean, paint was flaking, but that paint was thin. Paint's not going to fall and make that kind of rock sound.
Yeah, it definitely sounded like a rock.
Yeah.
And I remember hearing that in the moment. It was a lot louder than what got captured on audio.
Yes, it was.
I agree.
But it was because we were so far from it.
Yeah.
The audio source was so far from it. It was a hell of a lot louder. But I do remember later on in that video, like just about 30 seconds later, I asked, did anybody hear that on the live? And I even say, yes, I've got about 6 people who say they heard it on the live. So in the moment, loud. On camera, not as loud. But that was, I tried to enhance the audio on it just to capture, but it didn't help at all, regardless of.
That's okay. We know what happened. To hell with them.
But to look at all the area over there, it's a very clean location.
It is.
Yeah, it is.
That's the thing. And there's not plaster falling down everywhere in the basement.
Right.
There's not, which I would understand would be the source of something like that. But there is none. There's no clods of dirt on the ceiling. There's nothing really to fall and make that kind of rock sound that it did.
And it skipped. It wasn't just like a plunk.
Exactly.
It was like ting, 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 ting.
Yeah.
So
we never found the source of it. Never did.
We looked. We never did find any object that got thrown. It was odd. It was odd that we couldn't. When we went to the area we thought we heard it in, there was nothing on the floor. Nothing.
Yeah. So, and that was not the only thing that was thrown at us either. We do have another clip later on. Yeah, we have another clip later on that was also captured on live that was thrown at us much closer. That's much louder when you hear it be thrown. It almost in the same spot too, which is interesting. So, but anyway, so what was y'all's initial thought of the walkthroughs? when we got done with that, because that's basically the walkthrough, the major, quote unquote, major things that happened during just the walkthrough.
I was ready to go. Like,
I was too.
Can we get our shit now?
That's the way that I was too. Go ahead, Shelley.
No, I was going to say that as soon as we were done with the walkthrough, we loaded everything in and we were ready. We were setting up equipment. We were putting things on chargers. We were replacing batteries. We were ready to go. And, first thing
I think we went and got food, didn't we?
I was going to say, actually,
We
you're
did go
forgetting
get
something.
food. That's right.
We did that after we came back because we went and left them alone by themselves for about an hour, roughly. We went down the road and grabbed dinner and just let them kind of stew on the fact that we were going to be in there tonight. Go
we
ahead,
teased them.
Yeah.
It's just a little light nipple play, right?
Yeah, and of course, the first thing we decided we're going to do is solos. And I'm like, I'll go first. I don't care. I want to go to the basement.
Terrible idea.
No, it was never.
It was awesome. It was awesome. It really was.
I will say for y'all, it was interesting. For me, they were like, we don't want to talk to him. Like there was.
I think you were there too
note.
early, Blake. I think you were there too early. I didn't.
Maybe.
I think that room kind of started picking up the later it got.
I
I
don't
think
know.
earlier. I think that earlier it was a little bit more quiet whenever you went, because I went and we were only supposed to have 10 minutes. Of course, I kept saying, "Don't come get me. Give me 10 more minutes." And I think we gave Chad about 30. Didn't we give you about 30 down there as well?
It
No.
seems like forever.
Oh, well, for Chad, yes. For me, I was
Yeah.
the only one that did probably, or actually
Around the 10.
because nothing was happening.
Well, like
Nothing
again,
was
I
happening
think you
with
were
that.
there a little early because that area did pick up as the night
Yeah,
got
it did.
later.
It did, which we have some clips on later on, whenever we come back to the casket area. But let's talk about solos real quick, because Shelley, you took the basement.
As
Is where you went, of
Thank
course,
God.
as always. As always. Yeah, I'm not a fan of basements by myself. I'll go down and investigate them, but I like to have Shelley with me. She's my protector. Who are we kidding?
The devil, we're safe.
Yeah. So you go down there and you were experiencing quite a lot of stuff. People were saying that they were seeing things moving. Now I went back and I tried to slow this down and look beyond. I could not. There was nothing that we captured on the live feed that showed movement.
Yeah, and I was telling you, I could hear things moving, even though everybody on live feed said something just started over there. I went back and I did try to see it as well. I could not see it. However, in the darkness, I saw what looked like things moving in that basement as well. Unfortunately, I guess whenever the light comes to it, because we did have a light on the camera to illuminate where we were looking. Perhaps those shadows just vanished with that light that was put on them. But if I could turn my head to the right or to the left, where the light was not directly on, or even as I'm panning and as it went into shadows, you could see things moving around, figures moving around all in that basement.
So you go down there and you were doing all your stuff, and then you pulled out a spirit box. Now, I will say you hear something different in the moment than what's actually captured.
That's not unusual.
So we kept thinking that we got the number 5 in all different kinds of locations.
Uh-huh.
You actually get a different number. You actually get the number 9.
Oh.
But there's another word after it. So I'm just going to kind of play this one. This one I can play a couple of times if we want to, because it is a spirit box session, so you can hear the voices coming through. But Shelley's she's asking how many spirits are down there.
I would like the confirmation on number of spirits, please. Can you do that? Yeah, somebody say it. I thought that sounded like 5. I'm not sure. Can I get a yes if it was 5?
And now you never received confirmation of it, but the lady, you barely hear the second word. I had to like put my headphones in and turn the volume all the way up. But you say, can somebody tell me how many spirits? And the guy says, you want me to say it? And you hear that clearly in the moment. So you respond, say, yeah, somebody say it. And she comes back and she goes, 9 total. There's like a small beat in between 9 and total. So I will play it one more time for you real quick. Now that you know what you're listening for. Here we go.
I would like the confirmation on number of spirits, please. Can you do that? Yeah, somebody say it. I thought that sounded like 5. I'm not sure. Can I get a yes if it was 5?
Question for you.
Yeah.
Did you hear the first response before it said, you want me to say it? Somebody says
I guess
9. There's
Somebody
a 9.
says 9 before
Right.
that.
Yep. 100%. It's a female voice, says 9 right before it. I can hear it clear as
Oh,
day. in my
let's hear
headphones.
that again then.
One more time then. Here we go.
I would like the confirmation on number of spirits, please. Can you do that? Yeah, somebody say it. I thought that sounded like 5.
So you hear it.
It
9?
sounds like 9. Yeah.
I don't know if I can make it. I don't know if I can make it out. I'd have to go back
On these
and
bad boys, it's pretty clear.
yeah, I'd have to go back and see if I couldn't up it on my end or something to see if I can't just.
I do hear
Pick
the
that piece
female.
Mhm.
Yeah, I hear a female. I do hear a female say it right before they want me to say it.
That's why whenever I run the spirit box, I always ask other people what they hear, because I know half the time I'm not going to hear it correctly. And if I do, then it's kind of like, oh, yay, win for me. Like I did hear, can you say it? Or somebody say it, or do you want me to say
yeah.
it? Yeah. And I was like, yeah, somebody say it. But unless it's like really clear like that, I'm guessing as my brain's putting together what I think I hear. So
Yeah.
So there's
So-
9, not 5.
Yeah. So really during your time in the basement, now I know like you had a lot of feelings and people were saying they were seeing things moving and you were seeing things moving. Again, none of that really captured that we could
On camera.
show you on camera. It doesn't mean that it wasn't happening, but it's just nothing was captured. But we finally come down to get you and we join you. And this is the louder something being thrown. And we'll talk about this after this.
This is after I begged for an extra 15 minutes.
Yeah, after you've been down there for like 35 minutes at this point.
From that one? Or from like right there? What the hell was that?
Some just got thrown.
Some just got thrown.
Hey, don't be mean because
Hey, wait. Yeah, I was about to say, hold on. Is it a male thing?
Do you even see anything that?
No, there shouldn't be anything around here that would drop from the ceiling or anything like that. That
Yeah,
doesn't make any
something-
sense.
I don't even see anything.
Something literally.
Like,
Hey, can anybody confirm on the live if they heard that rock being thrown? That was a rock.
I don't even see anything out of place though. Like
No.
the floors are swept, so there's
Yeah, the floors are clean. Well, then.
All right.
there's
Yeah,
some,
they're
like,
saying they heard it as well.
there's like
So I'm
some little
looking.
debris and stuff around here, but like
Yeah, there's not much on the ground.
Yeah,
That's loud and clear.
that's loud. That is loud. And the thing is, you can see the brick columns. The brick columns are not deteriorating. They're solid. They're good. The floor is swept. You see the damn broom that's leaned up against one of the brick columns. This place is not dirty. Again, the ceiling that we are under is wood beams to the floor above us. There's no plaster. There's no brick. There's nothing like that, especially in that area. There's no duct work over there. It is literally just wood above us. And that sounds like a rock. Again, we never found the source, but that one was like right next to us.
And I do
when
find
that
it
happened.
interesting that you're right, Blake, because, when I actually said, don't be ugly just because the guys are down here. And you said, is it a male thing? And every time you guys were down there, when I was down there by myself, I felt like I was totally fine. But every time you guys were coming down there, I felt like that basement got really aggressive.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. So that was kind of with the solos down in the basement. But then Mr. Chad. Well, actually, I went next again. Nothing happening on mine. Everything that was happening during mine, I was able to debunk in the moment. Like I did hear light tapping behind me. It ended up being the window pane because the wind was blowing too hard. And the blinds were actually, there's like a small, tiny little gap in that window that was pushing the blinds just a hair to give a light tap. And then a couple of other taps across the room, clicks and stuff that were night vision cameras going off. So I was able to actually debunk everything in my area in the moment live on the camera. But then we gave Mr. Chad Wandell the camera. and we sent his ass downstairs to the main kind of viewing area where they held memorials at, to where the first initial cask was. And Chad, tell us what that area felt like by yourself.
Honestly, it was weird. At first, it felt like I was just being watched, like everywhere. Like people were surrounded, and I mean, it very well could have been, because that's where they were holding the viewings and the actual funerals themselves. But then it kind of got really wonky, and things started to get uncomfortable. I mean, that's the best way to put it. Uncomfortable. Like I felt like somebody was circling me and then like almost taunting me, and I didn't like it. I didn't like it.
I'm gonna tell you right now, I think that's exactly what they were doing. Because after I got to review this, my jaw dropped at what I'm about to show you. Because I was like, holy shit. Because you respond, and you can hear all of this happening in the moment. You're down there by yourselves. We are by yourself. We're above you at the back,
On the other side of the building.
Yeah. So what you're experiencing here is you are being surrounded and you're being taunted, because we captured footsteps all around you, as well as someone laughing at you while you're responding. So let me play this first clip, and I will play this one a couple of times because this is, to me, kind of jaw-dropping. So listen to the footsteps.
That was footsteps coming up behind me. What the son of a bitch? There are footsteps everywhere in here. This is weird. Footsteps. I am standing still except moving my upper body, and I am hearing footsteps all around me.
Number one, Chad, props to you, because I would have shit myself.
Maybe I did, maybe I didn't.
Very quickly, let me tell you guys, whenever someone was soloing, we were sitting on the couch in the command center. We were not moving. We made a point not to move.
No.
We sat completely still, and we monitored them on the phones. So that was not us. We made a point to be sitting still the entire time someone was doing a live.
And matter of fact, there is a moment later on in this clip where you can actually hear me and Shelly walking above Chad to come get him. It freaks the fuck out of Chad, which I think is hilarious, because he's like, what the hell? Oh my God. And you can clearly hear what it sounds like when two people are walking in the building.
Yeah.
And it's nothing like what is captured on this. I'm going to play it one more time because I love this clip. This one has to be my favorite clip, because it's just so, that first set of footsteps is so fucking clear.
And your reaction's fabulous.
Yes, it is.
Oh yeah,
It's
the whole
great.
shit.
All right, here we go.
That was footsteps coming up behind me. What the son of a bitch? There are footsteps everywhere in here. This is weird. Footsteps. I am standing still except moving my upper body, and I am hearing footsteps all around me.
I love that first set, because I'd have been out.
Dude, I was
Deuces.
close. I was close.
Either that, or I'd have just been like, Shelly, Chad, come get me, please.
Yeah, I just had to hope the live stream was still running and that you could actually hear what was going on, because that was.
Okay, so the fun part about this is you say you felt like somebody was taunting you, right?
Yeah.
Because you forgot you had a spirit box on you, and people remind you on the live, hey, you have a spirit box, and you were like, oh yeah, let me get that out. Listen to what's captured when you're setting that up. Now, again, this is within 2 minutes of each other, the footsteps being heard and what's captured in this clip. So you say someone's taunting you, and this is why I think that they were.
All right, hold on.
Do you hear the
definitely-
laugh?
Yeah, that's pretty clear.
It goes like he's like, like, yep, I got him.
Like they're getting a kick out of scaring me.
uh-huh.
So.
Let me play it one more time. Now that you know what you're listening for, you're listening for a laugh.
All right, hold on.
Yep,
They're
for
laughing
sure.
at you, Chad.
Yeah, they're
I'll
totally
take it.
laughing at you. That's why I so think that they were taunting you for sure. While you were
Here
down
for your entertainment purposes.
Oh, but to me, it wasn't only that. There's several other moments that happen in your solo. You captured a voice when you were down there by yourself. It's not clear enough. We haven't cleared it up enough, I guess you say, to show tonight. That's why we're thinking possibly maybe a part 2 on Sleeper Mortuary. But you clearly hear a voice respond to you, disembodied. So you had disembodied voices, people laughing at you, and actual footsteps in the moment. I definitely think they were trying to fuck with you.
I agree.
For damn
Why is it
sure.
always me?
I don't know.
Because they know better than to mess with me.
This is true.
You have
Well,
made a
actually,
deal.
they don't. So
This is true. So we finish up with the solos. That was the last of the solos. We take a little bit of a break, kind of regroup ourselves.
regroup.
Regroup
Yeah, we did.
ourselves. Get some snacks in us and all that kind of stuff. And then we go back down for investigation part 1. Yours was probably the most active area. So that's where we headed to first. And we put you under in an Estes method. And this, when I say sometimes we have these conversations with spirits that blow my mind. This was one of those, because on the live, like, we show you getting set up. We show the full volume of the spirit box, the headphones that are completely covering your ears.
Mhm.
We show the blindfold that's completely covering your eyes.
And padded.
And just listen to the level of conversation that's about to take place here. Now, this is about a 1.5-minute clip, but listen to this.
So much death, or so much, yeah, I think it said so much death.
So much death, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Okay, can I ask a question? Were you potentially someone who worked here and you saw so much death?
Last place.
This was the last place you were, maybe?
Yes.
Thank you for the confirmation.
Flowers.
Flowers, yeah.
Smell.
Okay.
What kind of flowers? Were they your favorite flower?
Were the flowers for you? Or did you bring them for
The
someone?
lilies.
What do you say?
Lilies. Is that what kind of flower?
Lilies, thank you.
Were they your favorite flower?
White.
White lilies.
Okay.
Do you like white lilies? Are those your favorite? Yes or no?
I'm gonna need you to give me.
Yeah, or yeah,
Yeah.
yes.
Thank you for the
Thank you.
confirmation.
I'm not sure what that said, but it sounded like yes.
Was it for your memorial or was it for somebody else's?
I died?
Thank you.
Okay.
Holy shit.
You got cold in here.
No, I'm talking about like just
Oh, no, his-
we're
his
having a
answers.
conversation right now.
Dude.
Crazy.
And what's
Crazy.
crazy is when you're under, nothing makes sense. So you're just like, I have no idea what's going on.
Yeah. The back and forth, but the back and forth that we were having with you in that moment, where it's just like, were they your flower, white lilies, were they your favorite flower? Yes.
Mm-hmm.
And then were they for your memorial? And then it's almost like you sound shocked at the end where you're like, I died? Like they didn't realize that they were.
Yeah.
And that's what it
Yeah.
sounded like. Because whenever I say stuff, I try to say it how I
The
heard it,
inflection.
not just
Right.
saying the word. And that's what it was like. I died.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. But that was not all of the conversation that we had. This kept going on. So I'm going to play a second clip a little bit further down the line in your Estes method. Same Estes method. We got about 4 good clips from your Estes method.
wow.
But the whole thing is impressive.
Yeah, the whole thing is very impressive. So here's your second clip out of your Estes method.
Okay, can I have the name of who we're talking to by chance?
Yeah, I'm Shelley. That's Chad. This is Blake. Can you introduce yourself?
Mark.
Hi, Mark. Hi, Mark. I'm so glad we get to talk to you. Thank you so much.
Mark.
Thank you.
What the fuck?
I appreciate you talking to us.
I just got touched again.
Okay, Mark, if that's you touching Chad, can you have him say any number you want? Mark, I'm only trying to figure out how many spirits are in here.
5.
Thank you. Any number you want. Thank
5.
you.
5.
Hell, we
Thank
haven't
you.
had a
And I
conversation.
got 5 in the basement too.
Yeah. We
Thank
haven't had a conversation like this with someone
Oh,
in
you
a
don't look right
while.
at me. Okay.
Can you introduce yourself, Mark?
Yeah. Now, I will say in that moment when that name came across, it kind of sent a shiver down my spine. I get a little weary because I have a cousin. His name was Mark, and he passed away when I was 14. He was only 17.
Hmm.
So, yeah. So
You
when
didn't
that name-
tell us that in the moment.
No, you
Nope.
didn't.
Nope. So
Mhm.
it's one of those things that it caught my attention real quick because I was like, where's this going? Like what's happening? Because it was a male voice and it sounded a little bit like my cousin. It had a little bit of Southern accent going there,
Mm.
but I don't think it was him, but it was interesting.
But again, we're not done with the conversation that we were having because there are 3 more clips from this.
That's okay.
Estes
Every one of them
method
are worth it.
Yeah. Oh yeah, absolutely. So here is the 3rd clip from this Estes method.
Here's the thing. That doesn't run me out. I don't like it, but it won't run me out. Yeah, something just came and made me feel sick. And yeah, I felt you. Why is that your way you want to communicate?
Sorry, that was me shifting.
I need you to give Chad a word so I know he's okay. Any word you choose.
Purple.
Thank you. That'll work.
That'll work.
I love this one because you think that we're giving it to you for the purple at the end. No, did anybody catch the disembodied whistle at the very beginning? There's a disembodied whistle captured at the very beginning of that clip. And then when Shelley says, give me a word, any word that'll work, immediately purple. Me and Shelley are like, that'll work.
That'll work.
So whatever you want. So I can I play it again. Just so that y'all can hear if you miss the whistle, it happens real quick right at the beginning. So turn up your headphones. All right, here we go.
Here's the thing. That doesn't run me out. I don't like it, but it won't run me out. Yes.
And I won't play the whole thing because we already
Yeah,
know what
that's-
happens at the end, purple.
Clear as the day. I mean, yeah,
Straight up, like almost trying to get your attention a little
Yeah.
bit. Like, yeah.
yeah.
So yes, I just got called the king of. But wait, there's more. Yes, I am. Thank you. But wait, there's more.
Not one, but 2.
Yeah, and so I think what we're going to end up doing on this Estes method is probably release all of Chad's full Estes method on our Patreon.
Nice.
So you can watch it unredacted, unedited. And then later on, we may end up putting more out either on YouTube or Patreon. But this one I think is a really cool
Patreon
cat.
only.
Yeah. So here's your 4th clip from this Estes method. This is another pretty good one.
Can I talk to the lady, please? If nothing more, can I know your name? I feel like I could, I almost feel like I can feel your heart. If you can just tell me your name and let me connect with you.
I think it said Eliza or Elijah.
Eliza,
But is it E something?
Okay.
like Eliza, almost like Elizabeth type thing.
And if I remember correctly, there was an Elizabeth there. There was an Elizabeth said to haunt there, if I remember correctly. I believe it was. Never mind. Don't get me lying. I don't want to say exact name because I go back and watch the.
She wanted to
Sleeper
be called
Mortuary.
Eliza.
Yeah, yeah. But then again, that's another one where we were trying to get an answer, and you get a bang off in the distance from something. I will say there was like a metallic bang on one of these, but I did not note it in any of these because you were sitting in a metal chair. So it's hard to see if it was the chair shifting or if it was an
Right.
actual metallic bang. So we didn't include that. That was another bang, but that one was off in the distance with that bang. But then probably the most interesting thing happened in your Estes method. And Chad, I will warn you, this is where you get upset at the end of your Estes. This one's about a 2-minute clip, and it just kind of shows some of the emotional toll that these Estes methods can take. So here is this last portion of his Estes method.
I just heard a cry.
Was it a child?
Oh, that makes my heart hurt.
Was it a child or was it the woman?
He's a father, so
Oh, okay.
you've got.
This little girl sounds lost.
Okay.
Okay.
Hi, sweetheart.
Is there a way that we can help you? Is that what you're looking for?
Oh,
Okay. All right. Listen, her little girl is Chad.
wow.
Chad's,
I've never been emotional in this before.
Chad said, Daddy, I'm a mommy. You're safe right here with us. Can you tell us what you need?
Sweetheart, you could come stand right next to me.
Yeah, Chad says you can come stand. He's a protector. And if you're scared, you can go and stand right next to him and he will take care of you. Good
Right.
girl.
Right as you say, right next to him.
Yeah, good girl. You know what? If you want to hold his hand, it's okay.
Wow, I'm super emotional.
If you want to hold his hand, it's okay. But I'll tell you what. You give him that energy right now, he's okay with it. If he can't take it, he'll stop.
Oh, I feel like I'm being hugged.
Thank you.
Jesus.
You know what? You hug him. He's okay with it. He's not saying it's not okay.
It's beautiful.
Hug him tight.
Whew.
You give him whatever you're sad about. He can take care of it for you. He doesn't mind. He'll take that for you. And whenever you feel like you're safe, you step back a
Thank
little bit.
you.
Yeah. When you feel safe, you can step back a little and then you can start talking, okay? Because he can listen better when he doesn't feel sad, okay?
I'm making your face mask wet. I'm sorry, guys.
It's all right.
It's not a problem.
We got 4 more of them up there. Sean, thank you for telling me the feed's acting up.
That was a lot.
Okay, she must have stepped back. Thank you. Now can you say something to Chad?
That one's rough. Now let me say something before we get into this real quick. I find it interesting that the moment that she's being told to step up and to hug him, that our feed that has not acted up that bad that way all night long starts to go super wonky. So what was it like for you in that moment, Chad? Obviously very upsetting.
Yeah, because like I just heard this little girl crying off in the distance, and it sounded like she was clueless to what was going on. And so like it felt like she had no idea where she was or why she was here. Like you could hear absolute terror and abandonment in her. Like she felt she's been abandoned and she has no idea why she's here and why she can't leave. And so she was just crying and like it was just killing me. And I mean, I don't know. It's one of those things like if you've ever heard a kid in serious agony, it cuts through you like a hot knife through butter. And like it just went straight to my heart. And I was just like dad mode kicked in so freaking hard that it was hard to listen to. And that's why I was like, just whatever you need, sweetie, come over here and be comforted. Know that somebody can hear you, know that we can hear you, something. Like I was just trying to put that energy there. Is like, this is my safe space. Come get in it. So
I find it really interesting that after that Shelley was basically like, you can give it to him. He can take it. And you say, thank you. After that, like after all the emotional toll, you say thank you, which
Was
I
thank
take
you
as
what you heard, or was that what you just felt like you needed to say?
yep. Like
Which one?
like what I needed to say. I didn't hear
Okay.
thank you. To
Okay.
me, the thank you was just like telling her
Thank you for
coming in.
trusting me.
for trusting. Yeah, okay.
Thank you for coming into my space to feel safe. So thank you.
Yeah, that was incredible experience in the moment. And that's just more or less to kind of show you sometimes these investigations, how they take a toll on you sometimes.
And Chad,
in most
being a geek, What are the chances of a feed that has not gone down the entire time we've been in there, which has been almost 30 minutes at this point, suddenly in that moment melting, and then whenever it says she's stepping back, it comes back up?
Well, there's two interesting things about the way that melts. The colors weren't colors that were in the room. So it's not
It's
like
true.
it had just grabbed the screen and like at first it kind of did, like you could see me go away, but then it like grayed and then it went like red
You
and
had
pink.
pinks.
Yep.
Yes.
So where it was pulling those colors, I don't even know. Like normally when it freezes and it goes wonky, it's something in the room, and then you'll see continuations of whatever that screen was of blurring in those same color schemes or whatever.
Yeah.
Now I will say we walked all around that building and all around that first floor, and we never had an issue at all.
Only in the
that
basement
space.
one time.
Yeah.
We had one time in the basement, and you guys quickly corrected that for me at the beginning of my solo, and
Yeah.
we didn't have our problem in the basement anymore after that.
Yeah.
No.
And so for that feed to be so uninterrupted, and especially he didn't
The
move.
timing of it.
Well,
The timing of it was weird.
yeah, Blake didn't move. Blake didn't shift. Nobody was moving around. You both were like squatted down.
I was sitting on the floor. Yeah.
Yeah. And for it to just all this, it's not like somebody walked in and created some interference between them and a Wi-Fi signal. It wasn't like something else was going on, but it was very interesting that the minute we asked this entity to come into our space, whoop, it's like they took all the energy with them into that space. And like, it just like they distorted the signal. Yeah.
Yeah.
I find it interesting.
Really good freaking Estes method.
Yes.
Really good freaking Estes method. But what I would like to show next is probably my other favorite clip from the night, because after we finished with Chad's Estes, we spent time elsewhere, but we ended up back upstairs where the two caskets were. And this was kind of almost to me like the last like hoorah moment of the night, because we do have another live that we did after this, but there is literally nothing to note captured on it. And it was only about 45 minutes long, and that's when we were like, we're going to bed. So really, if you watched part one of the investigation, you caught all the exciting shit, because the static cameras didn't catch anything either after we went to bed. So we're upstairs where these two caskets are, where I did my solo, if you watch the solos. And this time it was me, Chad, and Shelly. We're all sitting there. And all of a sudden we start hearing something over by the door. And so I trained the camera over on the door on the live feed. Now, if you were watching this was probably one of the most insane moments of the entire night. Just watch what happens in this clip.
Yeah, this is wild.
I think I'm gonna show them that everything's closed.
All right, here we go. Let's open that door, okay? Here we go.
Yeah, would you open up the door so that we can come downstairs?
1, 2, 3.
You know, when we were downstairs, you said, help us. I'm gonna ask you to help me. Will you please open up that door for me so that I can go downstairs?
I just got chills.
Thank you so
Oh
much.
my
I
God.
appreciate you helping me. Thank you.
Holy
Okay.
shit. I just
So,
got chills.
Thank you for helping me. We're gonna go downstairs now. We're gonna show them the doors, okay?
Dude, and you can hear the doorknob go shoot.
You can hear it turn.
I fucking love that, because also on top of that, that door was spring loaded.
Yeah, it goes back to shut.
It goes
when
back
you open
to
it, it
shut.
goes pink.
Yeah. Yeah.
So yeah,
I want to play it one more time, because this is going to be one of my favorite clips from the night. One more time. Here we go.
I think I'm gonna show them that everything's closed.
All right, here we go. Let's open that door, okay? Here we go.
Yeah, would you open up the door so that we can come downstairs?
1, 2, 3.
You know, when we were downstairs, you said, help us. I'm gonna ask you to help me. Will you please open up that door for me so that I can go downstairs?
I just got chills.
Thank you so
Oh
much.
my God.
I appreciate you helping me. Thank you.
Holy Holy shit! I just
So,
got chills.
Thank you for helping me. We're gonna go downstairs now. We're gonna show them the doors, okay?
That's awesome.
Let me explain something else. You don't see any light coming through because we had completely closed the door. The light that you see coming through on the side is because now the latch is now resting on the frame portion of the latch. So the door it pushes open, then comes back. It doesn't close all the way back. That's why you can still see light coming through the door. Amazing moment. I personally, and I think I can speak. No, Shelly's had it. Yeah. Okay. So me and Shelly, I think I can say this confidently, have only had this happen once on camera elsewhere, twice in person of a door opening or closing on us.
I've had at Old Park, I've had the door opened up, the latch popped, and the door opened on me. But that
That's
wasn't on
one
camera.
of them
Thank goodness,
Yeah,
because I
that's
wasn't
what I'm saying.
dressed.
That's one of the ones that I'm talking about. The other one was at Gregg County Historical Museum when we asked them to close the door on command, and they did it on command for us.
Yeah.
When these moments happen, y'all, my whole body just chilled the fuck up.
Gets electrified. Yeah.
Yeah. It was just like, holy shit.
And then us going back over that door to figure out, well, how easy is it to open? Well, it's not. Like when
It's
that
not.
sucker latches, you could bull rush it and like smack it. You're gonna have to, you'd knock it down before the latch is gonna let loose. But then it's spring loaded too. So once you push it open, it's gonna come back, which is what made it so cool, is that it had enough force to come out, and then the spring took back over and pulled it back shut.
You can hear the doorknob turn.
That's my favorite, is you can hear the doorknob turn.
Yeah, you hear the
Yep.
They must have thought that I was some kind of special if I couldn't even open up the door and come downstairs. We're like, here, let's help the dumb little blonde girl. Yeah.
But just to let you know, if you watched the live, we went through the door. We showed you what was on the other side of the door. We checked for wind currents. We did all of that shit. We made sure that all the doors leading down, we showed you every door was shut. There was no drafts. There was no air coming in. There was nothing. And
we even did the tissue test on the windows.
Yes, we did.
I got
there
a
no
tissue
air.
just to check for wind.
I had one and you had one because we both have
Yes.
allergies. So we had them in our pockets and we were holding them up against the windows, and you could see that there was no air that was blowing through those windows and moving the tissues.
Yep.
Again, in our comments, 2 nights prior to, such an amazing capture. I'll add that we were there 2 days prior and that door never once popped open. You have to use a decent amount of effort to open that door. That's from Shelby and her group that was there 2 nights on the Friday before. Thank you, Shelby. Astounded by that moment.
That's bad. That's badass.
Yeah. So this last clip that we have, we're still in this casket room. I did these a little out of order because this next portion takes place prior to us getting the door to open on camera. No, I apologize.
After,
I'm telling you that after. Yeah, it is. It happened after. We went downstairs. We showed all that. We checked for air currents. We took a break, and then we came back up as part of our investigation to do it. So we go back up and we're sitting in front of the caskets, and we actually captured what we believe to be the name of the person who's speaking with us, who potentially was the one resting in the casket. So I'm going to go ahead and play this real quick. It's a spirit box session.
Can I have the name of the female? The three of us would like to give you a proper remembrance. And in doing that, we need to be able to call your name. Daisy?
Daisy, that's what I heard.
Did that say Daisy?
It said Daisy.
That is not just a name you hear over the radio. There you are. Oh my God, can I call you Daisy? Daisy, okay. Hi, Daisy.
See, I heard a drawn out, please
Daisy,
do.
that's what
No,
I
I heard a drawn out, please do.
Hi, Daisy.
And Blake, I will tell you that in going back and reviewing that, I actually could hear what you heard. It does say, please do. It's a female going, please do.
It's very drawn out there at the end. She's like, please do.
Yeah.
Clear. Yeah. But that
agree.
Daisy is crystal clear coming through there.
And the rest of that spirit box session, she actually says her name again. And Chad asked if she was a Native American female.
Yeah.
And she goes, Native.
Mm-hmm.
And at the end of it, we said, thank you so much for talking to us. you can hear through the spirit box a female voice goes, "You're very welcome."
That's so awesome.
Get out of here with that.
Yeah.
So awesome.
Yeah. It was amazing.
And I feel like we got the name right. I feel like her name is Daisy. Now, we understand that, and we addressed this in the spirit box session,
Mhm.
that she was more than likely sent to what was called an Indian school, and
Mhm.
so that she could be taught to be more Christian. And more than likely, she was renamed. And we got talking of, Chad even says, "I don't really want to call you Daisy because I don't feel like that's your given name. I want to call you your given name." And our conversation went that if she'd have gone there at 1 or 2, she might never
might
have known her given name, and
Right.
Daisy may be the name she accepts as hers.
Right.
So I would think that she would tell us if she had had another name, because she was, once she got talking and said her name, she kept talking.
Yep.
It was
Yeah.
crazy. What did
Yeah.
you think about that, Chad? Because you had
Yeah.
you have the Native American connection.
Yeah. And I tell you, when she said Daisy, like I had this wave come over me, just like it's like tunnel vision stuck in. I could not take my eyes off that casket. Like I felt like there was somebody actually in it speaking
Talking
to us
to
at
us.
that point. Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's why I'm kind of standing there dumbfounded. Like it's hitting me pretty hard. Like there's more here than the story that we see on the paper. Like there's something else going on here. And so I'm like, I even asked her, like, what were your people called? Trying to see if we could figure out what tribe she came from or where she came from. And so like there was a connection going on there. I was feeling something there. So
And you did get an
Yeah.
answer whenever you said, "What were your people called?" The first part that comes through is the word black. The next part is a little bit garbled, and the last part sounds like an sound, like water or something like that. Now, off the top of my head, I cannot think of anything that would be a black water tribe, or if there's something else in there
mhm.
that I couldn't. And Chad, I may just have to send this clip to you because you hear better than I do. And even with me having it up at 100% in my ears, I could not make out the middle of that word,
Yeah.
the middle of those words. You might, but you did get an answer.
Yeah.
And we actually called in the moment. You got an answer. I just couldn't understand it. We couldn't understand it in the moment.
Yeah.
It just means we have to go back.
Yep.
Yeah,
we
absolutely.
do.
Absolutely. It means we have to go back. What an amazing investigation, though.
Yeah, it was.
I want to just give a shout out again to Tori Westhoff, Sleeper Mortuary, and just say thank you again for entrusting your building with us.
Thank
and
you.
allowing us to have access to capture what we captured. You have amazing spirits there. You have an amazing location, an amazing building. It is clean. It is comfortable. It's
climate controlled.
It's climate controlled. It's inviting. You're not subject to the elements like we are at some locations.
Yep.
It's one of those locations that investigators are going to fall in love with again and again.
Shower, potty, heat, and AC in a bathroom. Yay!
Yep. So if you haven't booked Sleeper Mortuary in Iola, Kansas, you can do so through their website.
Yeah.
Really easy. Super, super simple. Tori is doing everything she can to keep the building repaired and trying to put in new AC and HVAC system and all that stuff. And that's the way she doesn't want to beg for money. That's what it said on the post that she posted out, but she just wants people to book
the location.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, you will not be disappointed. That place was so much fun because the group, and I will give a shout out, the group, Shelby's group, 2 nights prior to that, the same spot where we captured Daisy, where those 2 caskets were, Carmen, that was in that group, captured a spirit of an apparition, and it is clear as day an
Over
apparition in that photo in front of that casket. So yes, the place, in my opinion, is haunted as fuck.
Agreed.
Now, what we're going to tell you too, the things that you didn't see. During my Estes method, something grabs me and orbs comes out from behind my back. During my Estes method, Chad feels like he gets punched in the mouth. The whole time in the solos, I kept saying there's something wrong with the woman's jaw that's down here. During Chad's Estes method, something comes in and I back up and I say, "Oh, I just feel sick." And Chad says, "Did you feel me?" There are so many interactions back and forth, back and forth. These are just a few clips. But yeah, we're going to post, maybe we'll post all of Chad's So Estes Method this week. Maybe we'll post mine next week. Maybe we'll post Daisy the week after that on Patreon.
We'll figure it out. We'll figure it out. Shelly not in control of
Yeah,
clipping
that's
and
right.
posting.
Blake's got to do it. I'm just
I
making a
am.
suggestion.
I
You'll be
am.
fine.
But you know what this means, right?
Hmm.
It means everybody watching right now needs to go sign up for Patreon.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
If you
We
wanna
all
see it.
final thoughts on Sleeper Mortuary.
Chad?
I'm ready to go back. Like,
Me too.
It was so good. You know, it's one of those locations that as soon as you get there, you're like, oh, this is different. Like, because some places you go in, you go, like, this could go either way, but you instantly walk in this place and like the vibe just comes running at you. Like, there's no other way around it. The vibe check just hits you in the face, and so you're just like, oh, here we go. Because again, it was right out of the gate. As soon as we walked in the building, they were as curious about us as we were about them, and they weren't afraid to say hello. And so that's everything you want as an investigator. So
I'm gonna second that, and just I already kind of gave my final thoughts. If you want a good location with solid experiences, go book Sleeper Mortuary. You're not gonna be disappointed in Iola, Kansas. Go check it out. It's a lot of fun.
Yeah.
And my final thoughts is I am so excited to go back to this place. I feel like we just scratched the surface. I think that now when we go back, they'll remember us, and then maybe we can get even more information. Maybe they'll talk to us, play with us even more. And we never did what Tori asked us to do, which was one of us go sit in the flower room and one of us go sit in that viewing area, because we had it on our list to do and we didn't do it. And somebody else monitor and just see what's going on.
Yeah.
There's another place we never went into and investigated.
Which one?
The morgue room, the embalming room.
Yeah, we didn't do that either. Yeah.
We had too much stuff going on in other places. So yeah, I'm ready to go back. I want to go and get those places we missed. There was so much activity going on that, I mean,
I know, right?
We were running so much that I wish I'd had another 3 to 4 days there just to be there and to be immersed in it.
Yeah.
But,
in fact, if you're book 2 days, because you're going to need it. You're going to need
I
it.
agree.
Yeah.
And I think Sleeper Mortuary was absolutely fantastic. And can't wait to go back. Hey, Chad, why don't you tell them where they can find you?
Oh, well, you can find me in a couple places. Of course, Ghost Geeks. So on Facebook at TX Ghost Geeks. You can find us at theghostgeeks.com. And then also, of course, the Old Park Hotel. So on Facebook, we're at the Haunted Old Park Hotel or oldparkhotel.com. It's same thing for all of our other socials. Our Patreon, it's, oldparkhotel.com. So just find us there. Lots of fun stuff going on. We just put up 5 new cameras. Just saying.
I helped. Well, and with that, Blake, why don't you tell them everything they need to know about us?
All right. Sounds good. Well, if you want to support the show directly, check out our Patreon page, patreon.com/EVP podcast. For just $5 a month, you'll unlock over 500 Patreon exclusive videos, including the pre and post broadcasts, which are the 30 minutes before and the 30 minutes after this live broadcast. So you do get an additional hour with us each week, and you might find unedited raw investigation footage there as well. Your support from Patreon goes directly back to the show and towards the adventures that we bring you week after week. And if you are not sure about joining our Patreon, try it risk-free with our 7-day free trial. Make sure you stay connected with us. Follow us on Facebook, YouTube, and many more by searching Everything Vaguely Paranormal and looking for the green sound wave. And remember, you can catch us live every Tuesday night at 8 p.m. Central Standard Time on Facebook and YouTube. Make sure you subscribe to our Eventbrite page to be notified when public investigation tickets go on sale, because speaking of Old Park, we still do have 3 events that are on sale right now. It is 3 2-night overnight investigations at the Old Park Hotel. And also we have 4 different investigation types at Broadhead Manor taking place the last weekend of September. So if you're going to go to Broadhead, make sure you select the investigation that you want to attend. And also don't forget to check out our merch store. We're going to make it easier and add all of these links to our link tree, which will be on the Everything Vaguely Paranormal Facebook and X profiles Wednesday morning at 9 a.m. Central Standard Time. And it is in your show notes for you audio listeners. Y'all, we're grateful for your continued support. Every comment, like, share, download keeps the adventures alive. So if you have a favorite episode, share it with your friends. And one of the easiest things you can do to help out our show and its ranking, wherever you get your audio from, head over there and simply download our catalog of episodes and leave us a review. That is it. If you have a story, comment, or question, or would like to be a guest on the show, or have us as guests on your show, email us at theevppod@gmail.com. That is THEEVPPOD@gmail.com.
Go like, share, and subscribe to that YouTube channel. Give us a thumbs up. Say hello. Let us know you were here.
Absolutely. Well, y'all, thank y'all so much for tuning in for another weekly episode of Everything Vaguely Paranormal. For myself, I am Blake Smith. And for tonight, my partners in the paranormal, Miss Shelley Pruitt, Mr. Chad Wandell. We appreciate y'all so much. Love y'all. And as always, we will see you next Tuesday.
Bye-bye.
Bye, y'all.